Still, hold on 1 second. Hello to all. Hello. Let me get my notebook actually. Alrighty. Hello. Let me see if there's any natural light that I can add in. I feel like it's a little, not cloudy, but it's a little gloomy outside. So, oh, that's a cute little glow against me. I also just made dinner, so I'm not trying to make this a long stream, to be honest with you. Let me move these note cards over here. I was going to do this on Tuesday, but I was like, you know what? Let me just do it in the middle of the week on Wednesday because because I wanted to be consistent. I think one of the times I streamed and shared my poetry on a Tuesday or Monday, but then I was like, you know what? In the middle of the week, Wednesday is pretty good. So Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm gonna try to keep these poetry uploads if I still do it consistently. That is. I've been very busy on curriculum and about what I actually want to teach to help others become grounded. So if you are new to seeing me and you just popped in this live or this live got recommended to you somehow, hello, heads up boo, grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, whenever you are seeing this. My name is Jazziel. I am someone who is titling themselves as an aura specialist, but aura specialist or grounding coach is what I'm pitching myself as now, as I am getting workshops together. And what I move the note cards all together is, I think you guys could see it, but it's on this little table thing. So I have a whole folder of the research that I was doing before, and then this was from note cards from my presentation in the park. And I asked them, like, hey, if you have any pictures of me, can you please email them? But I don't know if they took any of me, to be honest. So this is why I want to do workshops and things to where community classes can bring people in the neighborhood and the cities around this area, and just have people come in and learn through someone who is an artist, a channeler, but also just someone who's knowledgeable on a lot of things, multidisciplinary. Yeah, a multidisciplinary person. So, yeah. But I will be sharing my poetry quickly. I don't want to do more than 30 minutes, really, because I made dinner. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, I was like, oh, maybe I'll do the poetry upload on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, but with the whole new moon thing, it was like very intense for me. Thank you for the like. It was very intense, like emotionally, and yesterday I just took a nap instead of being productive. So today I want to do this poetry live, share what I've been writing recently, and then go back to my studies and putting the curriculum together. But I also was not sure if I shared all of my poetry. I haven't gone through the recordings of the past poetry live streams that I've shared, but as you can see with me talking, I have like a lot on my mind, so I'm gonna try to just do it in 30 minutes or less, like I said. But I know a lot more people watch the playback of my live streams. I've come to find out in my YouTube career. a short YouTube career of less than 2 years, but yeah, I have fans that are busy and do blue collar work, and I have people who just, hey, let me check out their channel. I haven't watched them in a while, and they'll watch my videos. So he's kind of funny. He's kind of funny. But yeah, I know that like even doing TikTok lives, like people's attention span is like gerbil, like very small squirrel mind. So I've come to not really focus on the amount of viewers for viewership anymore. And that's just also to keep my own sanity, like, so yeah. Hello to the people who are commenting. And like even the people, like I just looked up before I grabbed my papers, I had like less than 5 viewers, and then I grabbed my papers and talking, and now I have 16 viewers. So if I focus on like the numbers and likes and stuff like that, it'll just make me unmotivated. So yeah. But anyway, someone sent a laughing emoji reaction. It's the truth. Like literally I have 14 people now, and I've been live for 6 minutes and 22 seconds, so I'm just gonna start. So yeah. Alrighty, so please be respectful in the comments. Again, I'm not going to address the comments because again, more people watch the playback versus the actual live stream. So yeah. But this is all my work also, so this is by Jazziel, every single poem, and this is my handwriting, so I will show each poem after I share it. So yeah. Hello. But I'm going to just read and talk a little bit and then eat my dinner that's literally on the stove cooling off right now. So yeah. So okay, I'm just gonna block this person. It's getting ridiculous to see 2 comments back to back of being rude, and I just said, hey, like, let's not be rude. But anyway, so this one is from March 8th of this year. And if you haven't watched the other poetry lives I've done, I kind of explain like the process of me writing and being more inspired. The beginning of this year after my grandfather's passing, and doing open mics for the first time this year. So this is around that time in March. So it's called Replaced. Peace and blessings to you. I used to be filled with hatred, but the Holy Spirit woke me up. Now love has replaced it. I used to be filled with fear, but love has replaced it. The mind of pride burned up a year, but love came and saved it. Whatever you may be going through in the 3D, rest assured and trust, love can still reach you spiritually. Awareness and simplicity are the key. So have the discipline to set yourself free. Peace and blessings to you. I used to live life complacent, but the Holy Spirit revived me. Embodying love has replaced it. So this isn't like a religious poem either. It's just me saying like the Holy Spirit. And in like other cultures and other religions, they have different names for the spirit within us all. But it's like, prana, chi, mana, your ancestors, the Holy Spirit, the spark of life, like all of that. It's basically you tapping into your creator spark, the divine spark, that internal flame within you. But I choose to, have my own personal beliefs, and they're very specific to my journey. So that's why I don't really talk about religious or spiritual or things that people can just, it's an opinion and, toss it to the wayside, or, that's an opinion and make it about their ego. And really it's about, what's coming from within you. So yeah, this is like a testament to, again, like I'm saying here, I used to be filled with hatred. I used to be filled with fear. I used to live life complacent. Like I'm speaking about my journey and the awakening that has happened through going within. And, again, like there's different names, different phrases, different wording for the Holy Spirit, the breath of life, your energy, magic, all of that stuff. But to me, like I use certain words interchangeably. Like I stopped saying God because of how man-made it is and how it's like tied to certain religions, right? So, like I started using creator, spirit, divine, oversoul, higher self, things like that. The more I got into my journey and into what I really am about. Like that's also another reason I tattoo non-binary on me. Like I don't really care to be someone who fits in a label or into a gender norm or anything that society really pushes because it's within me. It's within me, you know. Masculine energy, feminine energy, fluid energy, whatever it is, it's all within me. So yeah. And then this one, I might have shared it. I think I did last time, but I want to just share it again. So this is from March 22nd, and it's called Our Mother. And as you're going to hear, it's about Mother Nature, the Great Mother. Mother Earth is where that came from. I want to tell you about my mother. She is both light and dark, not other. She is everything you see in nature. No label, no one description could contain her. Like I was just saying about God. These are labels that we're putting on things to contain them instead of seeing them as vast and expansive and within all things. So anyway, no label, no one description could contain her. As her child, I'll try my best so it isn't a mystery. Many have forgotten her after they rewrote history. To my core, this makes me quite sad. Many disconnected, unpracticed gifts, very bad. In their darkness, yet to shed light. When the Divine Mother speaks, be quiet to hear her right. You have to strengthen your connection to Mother Earth. Listen to ground yourself, light a fire in your ancestral hearth. When the time is right, she will reach out to you. She has been in your DNA waiting to be activated if only you knew. Do I need to say it again, twice, maybe 3 times the charm? If I spoke about your greatness, would you hold it against me? Please do me no harm. I'm simply a messenger, I say. It would take me thousands of years what the mother did in one day. Minute by minute, hour by hour, the truth is forgotten, and so is our collective power. I don't say this in jest, I don't say it to poke fun, but when this poem has written itself in history, all will be done. The Great Mother is unity, love, and strength. It's true. Her wisdom has already been learned through and through. Reincarnate, remember, elevate, ascend, came back for Earth's change. Nature needs our help. Will you befriend? The dark and light feminine, when aligned, give you a spark. Keep your boundaries, hold your barrier, don't lean into the dark. 222 on my clock. The time passed. You are all here for a reason. Make it last. Start your engine, use the right fuel. Take vitamins, minerals, the right substance is a tool. Use the moon, the stars, and soak under the sun. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and you have already won. Activate your DNA. Your ancestors will help you change. Learn to live life fully with nature, and your mind will rearrange. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, this you will know is true. When I'm done speaking, you will have remembered what it is to be you. Meditate within for the key, the blueprint to find what is true. You have it within you if you weren't paying attention. Listen to the voice inside. Start over with intention. So, that was Our Mother, clearly about the Divine Mother, wisdom, but also Mother Earth. And I believe, as someone who is shamanic by blood, not by, oh, I learned from this course, or, oh, I took this. No. Like, literally, it was something that I had to figure out. Like it said in there, like, activate your DNA, your ancestors will help you, Like, that's really serious to me. Like, finding out who I was literally from decolonizing my mind. So I have much, much, much respect for nature. Like, I literally pick up trash and litter at parks, in streams when I see it, on the sidewalk if I'm able to at that time. Like, I've literally gotten, scratches and bug bites and touching ivy and stuff to clean it up, barked at by dogs, like all this stuff, but I still don't care. I don't care if I look crazy for carrying around a trash bag and cleaning up the sidewalk because people just walk by it like it's crazy to me. So, yeah. We are all stewards of this earth. We all interconnect in a web of life. And that's part of what I was writing down. So I just, like, it's going in a loop here in the back burner, even if I'm not talking about it. Like, the things I'm trying to teach people about grounding is specifically related to my devotion to the earth and to being a shaman to help people ground. So, yeah. So I do, after like reading that, I do think I shared that in the other poetry live, but it's nice to share about our mother, right? Love to the mother, the divine. So this is called Twisted Manifestations. I might have shared this as well, but I like this poem. Yeah, these are just a few because I'm like, I don't know if I shared it, but if I did, hey, it's for the new people. So, yeah. But this is from, June 7th. I was like, what month is 7th? June 7th, and it's called Twisted Manifestations. I think it's rather silly to say, what once gave me glee fills me with dismay. Today I looked to a politician and what stared back was disgust. I thought my future was bright and my adulthood would be purely robust. Upon reflection, I find myself reclusive and constantly needing to unwind. In times where I do interact with the public, I have to remember to be kind. You may find that statement shocking, but some know my pain. When a dumb person tries to argue with you with zero social skills, what do you gain? A headache. And what's crazier to me is the confidence level of men. You don't perceive the world accurately, yet get offended as if you were 10, going back to your childish games, huffing and pouting. Then regroup with your friends, insulting, whining, and doubting. Imagine a world full of loose cannons, a mentally ill mixture. Now zoom out of that image of humanity and snap a picture. What did you notice? And who stuck out to you? The sellout soul, the perverted player, or the bully constantly? Mean, no virtue. How many years must we suffer and plead? If we're all born creators, then why do we still need? Why does trauma morph us and change our nervous system? Why did we ever cast away love and turn our backs to wisdom? Blinded society, greedy relations, turn everything for profit, twisted manifestations. That's one of my favorites right now. Hello, all joining in the chat. But yeah, and this one was on September 20th. You can see in the corner. Well, it's a little light writing. I'm sorry again. I have not figured out how to mirror the YouTube live, so sorry. I don't know. Someone who goes live, please help me out, or a mod or something like that. I don't know. This TikTok live gives you the option to flip your camera and mirror it, but here it's just flip your camera. So I'm like, hey, I don't know. I truly don't know. But anyway, this poem is untitled again, as you can see. I wrote this on September 20th, 2025. So just gonna get into it. So pretty recent, right? I came back because I knew this time I would succeed. Remembering the details from before and thinking, and remembering the details before and taking heed. I walk through the flames, not the first to come out uncreased. Death doesn't hold me long either, miraculous, undeceased. Rose again as the sun does in the east, conditional love only makes suffering increase. Bruised, fractured, shocked, still survived. Contained in different environments, yet thrived. The pain I had to uproot was very deep. The price of their love wasn't free, so it wasn't mine to keep. Blindly trusting, convincing actions mixed attention for admiration. Sometimes passed with some time passed with lust, feeling a new sensation. Let me read that again. Hold on. I want to make sure I enunciate this. Blindly trusting, convincing actions mixed attention for admiration. Some time passed with lust, feeling a new sensation. Rumination, pondering why I detach quick, like abandoned ship. Time spent with a conscious open mind is worth the trip. Projection, self-sabotage, confusion, vanity, heartbreak, frozen, unraveled, dancing with insanity. Excuse me. Kissed intensely, tempting choices, logic dismissed, attached to your heart space, my aura reminisced. Remove the temptation and discipline will quickly increase. A magical being doesn't worry about someone already spiritually deceased. I couldn't take myself out, learn young, already tried. Jealous relationships, envious beings, all turn evil-eyed. Pride ruins or kills, and greed only destroys. All anger burns away as love quickly deploys. So, yeah, mic drop moment. Hey, look at that, 21 minutes in. So I think it's only 2 other poems. But the last poem, hold on, I wrote so much stuff in here. That's not just poetry, I'm saying. Like, see, this is some information that I was like writing, like educational material. So, and then I posted on my YouTube and my TikTok about Sangria de Grotto, that plant. Okay, here it is. So, yeah, I have 2 poems to share, and this one I just wrote yesterday, so very proud of it. So I'll share that last. But this one was from October 6th. So, focus. And that was during the full moon. So, heavy energy. Very heavy energy. And it was a blue moon at that, so it was a big moon, 7% bigger than a full moon, and closer to the earth, so it appears bright blue and bigger. Fun fact if you didn't know. So this one is not titled, but I was writing it about love, specifically the love that I want to receive. So, yep. Dreams of heaven laying underneath cloudy yet blue skies, raining down my dreams, the world quite loving to my surprise. Free spirit, kindness emanating, wonderful view, revived soul, soft heart, life feeling brand new. Walking barefoot in the park, stopped by a stream, greeted by the forest, reminded of my dream, blending in with the elements, so in sync, even with the unseen. To be known and truly loved is to be seen. Universal balance, loved in precious, delicate bliss. Yin and yang, lovers in every lifetime, reminisce. United in time, set apart souls come together in peace. Anything opposing fades. Shining sun, 2 parts of the same piece. So as you can tell, this is like about love in all forms, being in love with the environment that you're in, being in love with your body, being in love with your mind, being in love with your spirit, right? And all of that coming together creates wholeness and stillness for your counterpart that is supposed to reflect you, right? We want to talk about soulmates, twin flames, the people that are set apart for us. They are going to come into our life when we need them, and when we need them is we don't need them. So when we surrender to, I know that sounded confusing, but when we surrender to the fact that everything is in balance and that we are one with everything is when our partner comes in. Your partner that's supposed to be meant for you is not going to come in, either friendship or like romantic, it's not going to come in when your life is just chaotic. Like you gravitate towards anyone when your life is like that. So it's best to be at peace with yourself so that you could attract people that will maintain the peace and uplift you, potentially higher, right? So yeah, that was about love and being in bliss with your life, at peace, in oneness, mindful. And then this one was from October 20th, another untitled one. Again, I just wrote this yesterday, but it was just kind of like a channel that I heard in the shower. Like, I see what they mean when they say life is a marathon, not a sprint. And I was like, man, I hope I remember this poem when I get out of the shower. My goodness. So I wrote a little bit, took a break, ate something, and then I kept writing. So yeah, it's not really titled again, but I mean, if you wanted a title, it could be marathon, but yeah. I get what they mean when they say life is a marathon, not a sprint. To plan where you want to go, you must analyze where you already went. Keep the same pace, neither the tortoise or the hare. Did you learn from your past, or are you still in its snare? What foot do you lead with when you begin your stride? Are you untrustworthy, or can others confide? Countdown, ready, set, pause, then go. If you never put yourself out there, how would you know? Life is your own race. There's no competition. So second guessing yourself only keeps you in repetition. Start the lap over, you're not tracking the time. Do it again in different terrains if you're truly in your prime. Show that stamina, strength, and resilience. If you didn't push yourself, how would you know your brilliance? Train your mind to train your body to keep going. Consistency gives an opening for dedication to start showing. Yeah! And that's on that personal training certification, that life coaching certification, that Buddhism way of living life, on everything, right? That's me. Oh my gosh, the sun is almost set completely. But yeah, it's 27 minutes and a half. So I'm going to say thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. See, I have one viewer right now. Literally, I just explained how it went from 16 to 1 to 14. The numbers are strange. But anyway, thank you to those who will be watching the playback. I know that it gets like 50 to 100 people. And I think it was one of my lives that got like 1.3K likes, I think. So yeah. It's just, I don't know. Sorry, someone's putting a thumbs down in the chat as I'm literally doing an outro. Like, y'all are so rude sometimes. It blows my mind. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna share. I've given so many gems in this 28 minutes. Not gonna let the trolls get to me, clearly, but thank you for those who appreciate poetry, those who appreciate slam poetry, live spoken word, anything like that. I appreciate those who are positive, those who appreciate the arts, and value the skill that writing takes. It's not just something that you make up as you go. You literally have to watch the syllable count, watch the way that the flow is. You can't just rhyme words just because they rhyme. Like, it has to make sense in a storytelling way. That's where rhythm and poetry became rap music, became hip hop, storytelling through a beat. I can't speak for the music industry today, but that's literally, it's a skill and a talent. So again, I'm just going to try to shake off the haters. But I also, like, as I'm learning this social media influencer thing, it's like so many people on here are just young. Like, they're so young and they're not empathetic. Like, it's crazy how much people will get into things when they're not being monitored or not being checked, especially the amount of misinformation that's online. Like, people will literally take something from a video, summarize it, and teach it like it was a fact. Like, instead of reading and doing their own research. Blows my mind. I'm so happy that I wasn't, an iPad kid or someone who was just chronically online after, getting a phone or being on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever after turning like 12, But anyway, I I'm gonna probably go live again on Friday to do the Vibrant Souls night. But I have a lot of stuff to get through and write and put together for these workshops. So yeah, I've been consistent for a month though and uploading since the summer. So I hope you all, get a chance to check out my YouTube videos, my other live streams. I have a lot of information and stuff that I'm passionate about. I share on live, like I said, since the summer. But good things are happening. It's just a lot of energy in the air for me at the moment. So I'm going to get off here. Thank you again to those who appreciate art and poetry and rhythm and poetry. Thank you so much for your attention and positivity through viewing and liking this either live or post live. But thank you so much. And I'll see you later. But I'll definitely be live again next week, if not this Friday.